Welcome to the Build Your Coaching Business Around the 9 to 5 podcast. I'm your coach, Pamella Pritchard, and I help you go from employee to business owner. Whether you're creating your first client or learning how to create clients on repeat whilst holding down your day job, I'll help you make your business dreams a reality. Let's begin. Hello, welcome back to the podcast. I have been talking about the new group program that I recently launched, and I realized that I haven't yet done an official invitation on the podcast to invite my beautiful coaches who listen to my podcast to come and join us inside Thrive Group. So I wanted to do a very special episode today, specifically for you for being a listener on my podcast, to tell you in detail all about Thrive Group, because you've probably heard me mention it in a couple of the other episodes. And if you're thinking to yourself, I need to be lusciously supported if I'm going to be and create and achieve and have the things that you aim to achieve and have and create and be this year, then this group has been designed for you. This isn't the first time I've spoke about Thrive. I've actually had Thrive now for 3 years, and this is an evolution of that program. When I first designed Thrive, I knew that this was ultimately the direction I wanted to take it in. I started off with one-to-one coaching, and I didn't even have a program. And in time, the more coaches that I was supporting, the more I was seeing these commonalities, the more I was seeing that there were things that there was knowledge and experience and wisdom and skill that I had that I was just able to impart. And if I could put that into some kind of training program, some kind of modulation, then it would allow the space for the actual coaching sessions to deepen their lived experience in the way that they were implementing it in their business and amplify the knowledge instead of using our time in the coaching sessions to teach, because really that's not coaching, that's more mentorship and teaching and training. So over the years, Thrive has grown. It's now Thrive 2.0, the portal, and the coaching container and the program that I guide my clients through is evolving from one-to-one to also now include group. So I still do one-to-one, that is absolutely available, but I wanted to come on here and tell you all about Thrive Group because there are only a few more days of this first cohort, and I've opened it at founders pricing at the time of this recording. So for the cohorts, the first ever cohort, which is January of 2025, I've set founders pricing for the founding members of Thrive Group to be able to come in at 1,500. I've really made it a no-brainer price. That's 1,500 UK pounds. And that just feels so aligned and so exciting for me. And it will never be this low again. So let me tell you all about Thrive Group, who it's for, what it's about, what you're going to be doing inside the program, what that's going to be helping you achieve. So Thrive Group is for you because you're a soul-led life coach ready to sign paid clients without the guesswork, overwhelm, or doubt. Thrive Group is the 6-month coaching and mentorship experience that supports you to grow your dream business with an aligned strategy and CEO embodiment. So in a nutshell, that's what this is. And the reason that you navigate towards me and the reason I navigate towards you, and I love talking about what I talk about, is because this is very much the situation I was in a few years ago when I was still wanting to learn how to sign clients and make money in my coaching business. You're here because you've had a lot of success in your career. Even if you don't think that every single day, if you're really honest with yourself, you've done pretty well. But you don't want to stay or go back to that if you've already left. You know deep down that being a life coach is who you are now, and you absolutely love to coach. You're 100% committed to make your business work, even if you're not sure how. You know you should have more clients and revenue by now. You post most days, you're visible on socials, and you even have a coaching offer. But the doubt and uncertainty creep in when you see other coaches share their wins and you wonder what's missing. Is this sounding familiar to you? Keep leaning in, okay? I also know that you put your business first. You love to coach and you secretly enjoy the creativity that comes with marketing. Even if you get crickets and even though you're sick of posting into the void. And I know that you're secretly thinking, why isn't this working? What am I missing? What is it going to take? And I also know that you're not sure if it's strategy that you need or if it's mindset that's missing. And even though you've done lots of the inner work, you've maybe even hired coaches in the past, you read the books, you listen to the podcasts, you're listening to this podcast, you suspect that there is a deepening of that embodiment that needs to happen. So if you are in agreement with everything I've just said, you are very much in the right place. This is what you want in your business. You dream of clients lining up to work with you. I'm going to give you an example here. Just this morning, I opened my phone to a beautiful message from a client saying, or a potential client saying that she'd like to discuss working with me and hearing more about Thrive. She has some questions. I open my emails and I see payments come through. You want that too. And I know that there was once upon a time where I wondered if this was possible for me. And I also know that I'm still only just getting started, which is so exciting. I know that you want your marketing and sales to take 2 to 3 hours per day max. And the truth is you're probably already putting that time in. But that's because you want to be able to focus on serving soul-aligned clients while you live life on your terms. You dream of the freedom, confidence, and success and fulfillment that your soul-led business will give you. And you know you want this for a reason. You are so ready, capable, and hungry for your coaching business to work. Here's something I used to say. I knew that it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. And you probably say this to yourself too. I want you to know that you are listening to this episode for a reason. And if all of this resonated with you, it is because I have been in your shoes and I've been through it all. And I also want you to know that it's your time and you are so damn ready to build your business and enjoy each step of the journey. Truly, that last part, enjoying each step of the journey, that bit is so important because if you don't learn how to enjoy this, then it is always going to be a struggle, even when you learn how to sign clients and make money. And I don't want that for you. Otherwise, you might as well go back or just stay in your 9 to 5. So if you want those things, this is what you need to have in place. You need to create an irresistible coaching offer that you sell with confidence. You're going to need to ditch the niche and price drama and finally have a coaching offer that you feel proud to sell, that you're confident to deliver, and it has your clients tell you this is exactly what I'm looking for as they pay to work with you. Once they've started working with you and they've had a session or two, you want that feedback, but it needs an irresistible coaching offer in order for that to happen first. Next, you need to implement a full marketing and sales strategy. Many of you are out there marketing and selling, but partially. At the moment, you are posting and hoping. But you can't just keep posting and hoping that clients will magically fall into your lap if it's meant to be. You need to be an active participant in building your business. No one can build your business for you. Your marketing and sales strategy is how you help clients find you, trust you, and choose to work with you. From the first impression right through to the consult, onboarding, and renewal. And you need a client-centered strategy that means you know exactly how to create and keep clients. If you don't have a full marketing and sales strategy, then you effectively do not know how to create and keep clients. Once you know how you're going to create and keep clients, then it's populating that strategy with the actual message. So the next step is to master your message. It's not about clogging your notes app with unfinished ideas, comparing yourself to others, or relying on templates or AI. Because if you are, and again, it's not an issue if you're using templates and AI, like I actually do too, occasionally, but I don't rely on that. I don't need that. And to be honest with you, when I'm on a roll, when I have the momentum, when I'm in my power, I don't touch those things. So I'm not demonizing them. I'm not weaponizing them. But I am saying if you are relying on that, then you are already on the back foot and relying on external things to help you build your own business. No wonder it isn't working yet. When you actually learn how to master your message, turn your lived experiences, wisdom, personal transformation, and client stories and results into powerful messaging, that's what sees you create a community who just get you. That's how you get clients in your email, in your DM saying, I can't wait to work with you. I want to work with you. Who continue to re-sign with you. Because here's the thing, when you truly master your message, that actually supports your existing clients, the ones you already love to work with, to continue working with you. It's also where selling starts to feel simple and natural. And showing up as a leader is a natural part of being in your power as a coach. Truly imagine that for a second. Being in your power as a coach through your messaging, through your marketing and selling. When this clicked for me, when I learned how to love the process of marketing and selling and writing my message or sharing my message, voicing my message, like I am here on the podcast, it feels alive. I feel so alive, and I want that for you too. When you master your message, that's what marketing and selling gets to feel like. And of course, it's about becoming the CEO of your business. I don't want you to feel like you're missing out on the secret to create clients. I don't want you to feel like you're constantly missing something, or that you're not enough, or that you're not worthy. When you learn how to become the decisive CEO in your life and business, with those established fundamentals, the offer, the price, the marketing, the sales strategy, the messaging, coupled with the mindset and the personal power to go after everything you know you're capable of, because you're deeply embodied in everything you stand for and everything you do, you become unstoppable. That's when it starts to work. That's when the momentum builds. That's when you have the business that you want. So if you're feeling the vibe of this, if you're nodding along to even half of what I've said, then you're ready for coaching and mentorship with me. I want you to grow your coaching business from alignment with your business fundamentals in place, whilst enjoying that process as the CEO of your life and business. This is what I'm about, what I stand for, what I embody. And this is everything that you are going to learn inside Thrive Group. So it's been a while since I've actually introduced myself. I've mentioned earlier in this episode that I've been through this too. Like, it's so meta when I'm talking about you building your business, because I've had to go through this too, and I'm also still building my business. But what some of you may not know, if you're newer to me or you haven't heard my history recently or ever, I found coaching in 2020. And when I found it, I knew that I was all in. When I really knew what was available to me as a life coach, when I actually started coaching for the first time, I've never enjoyed work. I'm literally like holding up exclamation marks, not exclamation mark, quotation marks as I say that. Whenever I actually coached, it felt like the kind of work I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I love this. And I know you love this too. So when I found coaching, I knew I was all in. I was like, yeah, signed, sealed. You had me at hello. I got certified within 6 months of starting the coaching course that I was in. And I went from earning a near six-figure salary in corporate London. If you can tell from my accent, I'm British. And managing millions, yes, millions in revenue for someone else, because I used to be a client relationship manager in research and advisory, but that falls under the management consultancy bracket. And I managed billion-dollar companies. I managed our account with them. And my job was to generate business and generate new business and retain the business that we had. And so I went from managing millions for someone else to daring to believe that I could actually create money for myself, by myself, working for myself as my own boss. Almost every single life coach I speak to wants to be their own boss too. This was everything I wanted, and now everything I have. I left my career in April 2021. I left England in October 2021. And I traveled and I was a digital nomad for 2 years in New Zealand and Australia. And now I'm settled in Australia. And I have created the life I've always wanted. And I have a saying that dreams are built on dreams. So I am in the most blessed position to have the business that I dreamed of. And now I'm in a position where I am taking it to the next level. So I have 5 to 15K months at the time of this recording being my norm. And I get my kicks out of helping coaches like you live out your purpose and build your dream coaching business with integrity, authenticity, and purpose at its soul. I believe that becoming a coaching business owner will be one of the great accomplishments of your life, where you are creating 1 to 3 clients per month as a baseline in the first few years of your business, and that you feel confident making money on your terms, being your own boss. I believe if you become the woman, and I have some male listeners, so man, if that applies to you, but I believe that there is something unparalleled to becoming someone in this world who can go from nothing to making money for yourself on your terms. And beyond that, there is the modality of coaching in and of itself, which is changing people's lives, making a difference, doing something meaningful. For everyone listening here, for you listening, you either were or you're still in a job that for you isn't as meaningful as you know coaching can be. This is why, for me, this work is soul-led. This is why I've not lost interest 5 years in, when the longest job I ever had was 6 years. And at 3 years into my job, I was gunning for the next job, gunning for something different, gunning for something new. I'm 5 years into this and I feel like I am just getting started. So that's a little bit about me. But let me tell you about Thrive Group. Because if you've been listening this far and you're thinking, yeah, this is everything about where I'm at, everything that I need, and you resonate with my story because maybe you see yourself in that, then this is what Thrive is about. Thrive Group and my intention for you with Thrive Group is where you'll finally understand business and how to sign clients so that you can clearly set the foundations for 3 to 5K months and beyond, because I know ultimately you don't want to stay at that salary level or revenue level. In fact, you plan to go far beyond that. But to get beyond that, you have to get through this first, even if you work a 9 to 5. And especially if you've already left, you need to be making money in your business. In this program, I will support you to refine or decide your offer and price, which includes your niche. For those of you who still have niche drama, who are still second guessing who your client is, this is what I mean by that. With a tailored sales and marketing strategy that aligns with your lifestyle, time, and energy, so that you can step into your self-leadership as you develop and refine your sales message and decision-making skills, fully own your results, and actually create clients and money on your terms. You'll be supported inside Thrive Group to navigate the challenges in business, whether that's selling one-to-one, launching a new workshop, starting or selling on your podcast, learning how to navigate perceived failure, but may still feel like failure nonetheless, stepping into your personal power. This is where it gets sticky. How you navigate that determines your success. Inside Thrive Group, I'm going to show you how to be the CEO of your life and business, where you own your unique magic with a business that's simple, doable, and so you. Inside Thrive Group, I will give you the tools, the resources, my philosophies. You'll have access to me as your coach and mentor, and I will upskill you and up-level you to understand why clients will find you, be nurtured by you, and then convert and become clients with you. And you will see when you join, just as you have stuck with this podcast and you're listening to this episode, when clients work with me, they tend to choose to stay with me and build their business over multiple rounds so that they can continue to grow, deepen, and expand their belief in success. Because the truth is, even though this program is 6 months, you're not going to have a business just for 6 months. You're in this for the long game. You want this for a very long time. Once you become a business owner and a coaching business owner, that is who you're going to be. So yes, this is the kind of container that I've built to be the kind of space that supports you as you grow and build the momentum in your business. So if that sounds good, and you recognize these are the things that you want, that you need, that you are ready to do and achieve and create in your business, then let me break down how we do that and what's included. So when you sign up, you will get instant access to Thrive 2.0, which is the online portal. That's hosted inside Kajabi. So those of you who are familiar with Kajabi, then you'll know what the layout's like. And this is where you will learn the essential and timeless business strategies that work no matter your niche or chosen platforms. I have clients who have sold group, who are selling one-to-one, who are selling 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, selling three figures, 4-figure offers, people who are on LinkedIn or using a podcast, on Pinterest, on social media. So no matter your niche, no matter your platforms, no matter your offer, Thrive 2.0 is truly essential and timeless business strategies and principles that you need to grow a business. I break it down into your offers, which includes pricing, your sales, your marketing, your messaging, your consults, your launches, your systems, and your CEO embodiment. without overwhelming you, because you have plenty of time to work through it. There are 80 trainings in there, and it continues to grow. And I continue to refine it and evolve it. I give you everything. I am not gatekeeping anything. This is it when you come inside. I want you to learn how to be a business owner that will require a skill and knowledge development of everything that you don't even know you don't know about business. This is where you learn it. So on purchase, you get instant access so that you can immediately dive in, learn how to create clients, improve your consult, blow up your message, refine your offer, build the mindset, confidence, whatever. But it's all designed to help you to create your dream business and life. Regardless of when you get access, I set the date, and Thrive Group, the first round, is officially 2 full days in. I am closing the doors in 4 days for this round. So when you join, you will have 6 months of coaching and mentorship with me as your coach. So weekly sessions. You'll get instant access to the welcome activation call that happened a couple of days ago and was freaking fantastic, if I may say so myself. We covered so much and it was so beautiful, but it was purely around the energetics of you wanting and believing in the truth that this is who you are now, truly, viscerally connecting to that in your body. Once you have had that activation call, which you'll be watching on replay, we are going to be diving into the strategy sessions. The strategy sessions begin the day after the doors close. So the strategy sessions are on the 15th, 16th, and 17th Brisbane time. So for my clients, if you're in the Americas or Europe or that side of the hemisphere or of the world, then 14th, 15th, and 16th are going to be the strategy sessions. And the strategy sessions are 3 days of 90-minute sessions where we decide your key fundamentals. You're going to decide your offer, price, sales, marketing, strategy. And we're going to go over messaging. And again, we're going to touch on CEO embodiment. Once you have those decisions made, that's when we have the 6 months together to connect weekly. And that's weekly Zoom, 60-minute coaching sessions, but you also have Voxer support. So as you are out in the world, building your business, doing the do, taking the action, you can tap in as much or as little as you need and get my support. Then it doesn't end there. There is more. Every month, there are going to be goal and alignment check-ins. This is a critical CEO habit, and it keeps you on top and on track. This will help you stay accountable and tracking towards your goal. And we use that time to identify and celebrate your wins and identify the obstacles that are coming up for you month on month so that you know what to prioritize month on month and what to drop. And finally, we are also going to be having monthly messaging feedback. Because what I don't want is for you to be coming in, plugging into all this knowledge, going out in the world and executing, and I'm not actually seeing what you're doing and what you're delivering. So every month, you're going to be able to ask me to review anything that you've put out in the world. Doesn't matter what platform you're on. So if it's a post you want me to review, if it's your website, your landing page, your workshop, your freebie, your how you're selling in your podcast, your pins, then you're going to get my eyes on what you're actually putting out into the world. Because let's face it, ultimately, that's what clients see. And for most coaches, this is the biggest point of failure. You have learned so much, you put so much into getting the education, the skill, the knowledge, the tools, but when it comes to the execution, is it up to scratch? So my eyes on your message is probably one of the most important parts of this entire thing. So we're going to be doing that monthly. so that you can get my brain partnering with your brain to up level your messaging game. So that's everything that's inside. I don't want you to be disempowered, to be comparing yourself to other coaches, to let the self-doubt cripple you for a day, a week, a month. I don't want you starting in your business, second guessing if you can do this, if that's the right offer, if this is the right price. Why isn't it working? Why are these posts going into the void? I want you to step into your embodiment as an empowered decision maker, failing forward with sustainable and enjoyable soul-led growth. I don't want you to ever, ever have to ask the question, how do I create clients? After this container, when you have truly engaged with it, you will know exactly how to create clients. And you will have developed the CEO embodiment to be the person who goes out and takes action on that knowledge and sees the fruit of your labor. This is what I'm doing for you and creating for you in co-creation inside this program. So if you want to see more details about the core module breakdown, I have broken down what's in the welcome modules, what's inside the CEO embodiment modules, what's inside the irresistible offer and price, the marketing strategy section, the sales strategy section, the systems that support section, so that you can see the full breakdown of all of the modules inside the landing page, which I'm going to put into the show notes underneath this podcast episode, wherever you're listening. But this is the time to take action. If you have been listening to this, then I invite you to join us today. Doors are closing in literally 4 days' time. And yes, you have probably gathered from this isn't going to be just one round. If this isn't the time for you, then trust that. If you are still at the beginning of a certification, or if you're not yet even made your first 10 posts on social media, or it still absolutely petrifies you to just start your account and start marketing, then you're not quite ready for this yet. And that's okay. I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, Thrive has been around for a number of years now, and it will continue to be around for a number of years, and it will continue to evolve, and it probably will look like this for the immediate future, which is really, really exciting. Also, if you are someone who sometimes struggles to find time to work on your business as it is, even if you've been in the game for a number of years now, and you really struggle to prioritize marketing, you struggle to fit it around the kids or your job, and it really is a fight to make the time, even though you think about your business 24/7, if you're unsure whether you actually want to run a coaching business, even if you love to coach, but actually the idea of business kind of repulses you a little bit, if when you're really honest with yourself and you think, business, or maybe it's like an issue with capitalism, or an issue with taking money from people, not that that is what you're doing, because you're never taking money from people, you literally don't have the power to do that. We are making offers, and if people choose to give you money, then that's a complete shift, and that's probably an entire podcast episode around selling another day. But if these are things that there isn't even a little bit of you that's excited to get your head around, even though you know it's an essential part of business, then this isn't going to be the space for you. Because the clients who are coming into Thrive Group, they are secretly excited to sell. And many of them, to be honest with you, are overtly excited to sell. They are excited to make money in their business. They're excited to make the sale. They want a coaching business. They want to be a coaching business owner. They make the time for their business, even if marketing and selling feels a little bit scary. Also, for you, if your life circumstances frequently take you out of your business, for example, if you know that you are physically overseas, if you are physically unable to be on your phone or at your laptop and showing up consistently, if that is going to be an immediate fight for you, then wait until the time is better, because this container is an immersion. It is an immersion for the all-in life coach who is like, I am freaking making money and I am learning how to sign clients because I already love what I do. I'm already committed to what I do and I want this and I'm ready. And this is the time and this is the year. So come back in the future, keep listening to the podcasts, stay connected to my emails. That's going to keep you connected and plugged in. And then when you're ready, then when you're able to be 100% committed, come back and jump in. But if you heard all of that and you're like, nah, I make time, I am committed, I am ready, I do want the clients and the money now, and I am showing up and I am to a degree being consistent, but I also recognize that there are improvements to be made. I have an offer or I have the makings of an offer, but I'm ready to find the offer and learn how to market and sell it. Then this is the space for you. I'm going to help you build this momentum that you need. I'm going to help you build that consistency that you need. I'm going to help you build that CEO embodiment that you need. Because there is a big difference between doing the do and fighting it every step of the way. And then there is doing the do because you are so here for the joy of the process and the results that you get to achieve by doing this. So the next step is head to the show notes and click the link to join. If you want to go straight to the website, it is www.coachingwithpamella, and that's 2 L's, coachingwithpamella.com/thrive. And you can jump in, and I have pay in full options, and I also have payment plan options. Payment plan options are 3 and 6 months. Though when you pay in full, you do get a bonus 2 one-to-one sessions with me. So that might be something that you would really love to utilize and leverage. So whatever is right for you, trust it. If now isn't the right time, trust that. But if you have been leaning in every step of the way, if you've listened to this entire episode, you're probably very interested. I invite you to lean into that. Trust that. And as I say, there are just a few days left to join this round. If you genuinely have a question and you really just want to like say it out loud and be in dialogue with me before you go ahead, please DM me. The door is so open to you. I speak so passionately about people joining and investing in themselves from a place of alignment. And it is exciting and it can be a little bit scary sometimes. I know the feeling of making some of my first business investments in my coaching business. And I remember how that felt. I remember how nervous that I used to be. And I'm so grateful that I was able to lean in on that and lean in to those nerves and lean into the excitement and the possibility and give myself the chance to explore it. So even though I know that I've jam-packed this with so much information, if there is something that you just want to ask, just to hear it from my voice, just to be in dialogue with me, and if that makes you feel that little bit more confident, I am not too past it or too beyond it. I love having these conversations with you. And I am the first to either suggest to you to wait and come back to me another time, and I am the first to say to you, you have to be sure. This is the answer to your question. You have to be sure. So take the time, but do decide. Do decide. Don't be undecided, because indecision is the worst thing you can do. Because also, and this is where I always find it so interesting to consider, your clients are going to go through this too. So if you're ready, jump in now by clicking the link in the show notes and heading to the link, which is www.coachingwithpamella.com/ in capital letters, thrive, and join. And I'll see you inside for the strategy sessions. But also when you join, drop me a DM and say that you're in so that I can celebrate you. And remember, when you sign up, you will get instant access to the entire Thrive 2.0 portal. So if there is anything happening in your business between now and the strategy sessions, maybe you have a consult coming up, or there's something that you just really want to dive into straight away, you can dive right in. You don't have to wait for us to actually have a coaching session together. But as soon as the strategy sessions are happening, then, and you'll also be straight in Voxer as well. So as soon as you join, you'll message me and then I'll get you in the Voxer group as well. And we can start coaching straight away. But then we have the strategy sessions. And then week after next, the weekly group coaching sessions will commence. And then we'll be having our 6 months together and it's going to be so exciting. But if you do have a question, come to me right now on Instagram. And my Instagram name is also Coaching with Pamella, and drop me a message right now. Doesn't matter how big, how silly, how small you think the question is, it matters because it's on your mind and it's preventing you from taking action. So message me and let's figure it out together. I've got you no matter what. So thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful episode. I loved telling you all about Thrive Group. It is my pride and joy. And it's going to be an incredible 6 months. So I'll either see you inside the program, I'll see you in the DMs, or I'll see you in the next episode.